We ain't got it. Broke, five broke. We ain't got it. We broke.
Yeah, why the name Two Broke Twimbos?
Alright, check it out. So Twimbos means Zimbos on Twitter, or Zimbabweans on Twitter.
Oh.
Alright, so the whole broke angle is that whatever guests we bring on, it's like, yo, can you loan me a 20 or you know what I mean?
And yeah, I mean, you did gross more than $1 million last year, so.
Platinum album,
What you saying, bro? What you saying?
That's a dope show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, man. So we don't have a lot of time with you because you know busy superstar things, whatnot. But it would be nice to hear the full Cassper Nyovest story from Cassper Nyovest. You want to tell us how it started?
Well, it started with $1 and a dream, man. I don't know why I say $1. Okay, because it's hip hop, but well, R1 and a dream.
R1 and a dream.
Yeah, like you know, in my mom's bedroom, just thinking about what I wanted to be in life, and yeah, and I remember just praying, man. I remember praying because I was trying to do this rap thing, and it wasn't really coming together. Nobody was feeling me. I remember I cried and I prayed. Ever since that day, I walked out of the room a different man. You know, I had a different confidence, and I just believed in what I liked. You know, what was pleasing to my ear. I don't want to hear what everybody was trying to say. So, ever since that day, then things started happening. You know, Jabba heard my music. Double HP, heard my music, and he was impressed with the way we put our music out, because we were not playing on radio, because nobody knew us, well, in the media industry. But when you came to my hood, everybody was bumping my joints, you know. And if I performed in Mufftown before or after Jab, I'd shut it down. So he was impressed by that, like, how do you guys do that? Because no, you're not on radio, and how do you get people to know your songs? And we came up with this whole module or structure, you know, to be independent, fully independent. You know, my music can come to Zimbabwe because of the way we structured our social media. Like, our music is free and anybody can download it. You'll never know where it'll end up, you know. It probably started with one kid in Zimbabwe who played it to his friend, and then, you know, and then it ended up spreading. And before we started playing on radio, I mean, right now things are different. So, yeah, and then it just kept on growing, you know, with prayer, with more people helping us. We just built this whole independent vehicle, and until we got this far, you know, we're still independent. We've never signed to a label. We own 100% of the whole vehicle and the music.
Dope.
Yeah.
I think the thing that's impressed me most is the way you've released your music and made it viral.
Yeah.
I remember it was Mufftown Heights 2013 when I was there.
Yeah.
Before you released Dokshe Beleza.
Yeah.
The way you'd go like from town to town and just do the chorus.
Yeah.
So when it dropped, everyone knew the song and it blew. Then I went back for Miller Boomtown, and to that day I was shocked because you had only did 2 songs.
Yeah.
But besides Kendrick, you had the biggest response. Like, I was literally like, damn, this dude is gonna kill 2014.
Yeah, it was a special night.
And now what you guys are doing with Slice Atsotsi.
Yeah.
Every day there's just hundreds and hundreds of videos.
Yeah.
Like, how do you guys plan those type of movements?
I think everybody plans, like, everybody just plan and hope. But yeah, we're just blessed. Like, God has been so good to us, man, because I think everybody's doing the same thing, really. Everybody's trying to come with a cool trend that people can follow, and everybody is trying to be different. So I wouldn't say that we know something that people don't know. It just happens to be we happen to be a group of prayer or praying believers. We all pray. Like, we might seem like cool guys and whatever, but it's all built on prayer. Like, when things are hard, we pray. When things are really good, we pray. You know, Major League, I also like praying guys. It's weird. Like, it's probably weird for people to hear me speak like this, because like we're like a bunch of wild guys. But the reason why we're successful, man, is because we really pray a lot.
Right.
That's dope, man.
Key to success.
It's prayer.
Pray a lot.
Trust me.
Man, maybe we change our name to just Two Twimbos.
Yeah. It's such a cool show. Like the concept is dope. I might bite it.
Yeah, no, man. I'll tell you what. We've had a whole bunch of Zimbabwean celebrities. I'm talking like the biggest names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's and it's what do you mean? You guys two broke Twimbos, and it's amazing that everyone's kind of like, oh, I see, I see you.
Yeah. It's pretty fresh.
Yeah, it just gives it a whole.
Who are actually like A-listers here? I don't really know.
That is an interesting question.
Yeah.
See, A-list in Zimbabwe is a very fluid term.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with Zim. Zim struggles with looking up to its own. So you being here, for example,
we've got the same thing.
No, but I mean, like everyone in Zim is gonna be like, "Oh, Cassper's in town, fam." What? But
no, but you know what's different? Like what I've noticed, the difference between SA and Zim.
We've got the same thing with Americans.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But the thing with like SA that's dope is you guys, from what I've seen, like from the outside in, and comparing, like if someone's performing in Zim, people will go. Maybe because the crowd is going, but they won't have their heart in it. I've been to, like, when I've gone down to SA, even with you, girls will push me out of the way, like, get the hell out. I'm here for Cassper. I want to see Cassper.
Yeah.
Like, there was a time I saw El Tido, and I never really understood what El Tido's appeal was.
Yeah.
Till I saw a group of girls just flood. In Zim, that rarely happens. Like, maybe Ja Praiser. I think Ja Praiser is probably the only dude in Zim that can evoke that type of reaction from women.
Yeah. Zim is like Botswana. Yeah, they have one artist as well. His name is V. He's been doing it for years. Probably Ja is like old. Is he old or is he a new cat?
Ja Praiser is like his early 30s, late 20s.
Yeah, but how long has he?
He's been doing maybe for like 5 years now.
Yeah,
he's been big for like the last 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, I mean South Africa's got the same thing with Americans, not with Africans though. Like, we've been blessed with obviously like Brenda Fassie and Yuma Sekela. So like that culture has always been there at least. There were African stars and they happened to come from South Africa. So we've always had like a local industry, even though it kind of like, shrunk from Brenda Fassie to what we are. But we've always had that. But with Americans, when they come there, we feel it. Now we know, like, you know what I mean? A girl will tell you, like, I can't see you today. I want to see Trey. Like Trey? Trey from Dream Team? No, like Trey songs.
Yeah, Mr. Like, Steal Your Girl.
You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like some sort of shame when I come out to other countries to perform. But for me, it's like, at least I'm African. It's not like some American dude coming through to Zimbabwe, and I'm African and we're brothers.
It's like next door, bro.
Yeah, let's be like, let's be one big country that speaks different languages. Like if Zimbabwe is a province, that's how I see it. Because we appreciate a lot of Nigerian music in South Africa. It's America, then it's Nigeria, then it's us.
Yeah, I
think it's the same here.
when I was speaking to Double HP, I was saying the exact same thing. Like even he was literally analyzing the languages. Like all the Bantu languages are the same, so we should be the same people. There shouldn't be those borders.
Yeah, that kid I just heard, that Calvin kid, sounds like he's rapping in Zulu.
Yeah, he's Ndebele Zulu.
It's pretty much they're very similar. So,
yeah. He sounds like a kid from Soweto. Even like his flow is like very like, not to diss him, like KO, but
but Bulawayo is really close to the border, so a lot of the influence.
Why doesn't KO come out here? Like,
it's tricky. Like getting SA, especially hip hop acts, it's very, very, very tricky. The thing with you is you've had like a big ass hit. Like no matter where we go, if Dog Shebeleza comes on, you guarantee the whole club is going crazy.
KO since Karakara maybe.
But that's one song.
That's one song, yeah. But aside from that, you kind of got the little groups of people that like SA hip hop. Zim is a very dancehall kind of culture.
Oh shit.
SA house. Yeah, hip hop is
That's
still
all I've been hearing. I've been hearing SA house from the border.
Yeah, so Bulawayo it'll be
Donald. I'm sure. Do they come out here?
They come out now and again.
Black Coffee comes.
I saw a poster at the airport with Kulo, Euphonic, Beatenberg.
Euphonic is in Bulawayo like every other month.
Yeah.
Liquid Deep have come a couple of times, Mikasa a couple of times.
I feel like I struck a gold mine. I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm not gonna go back and tell the homies like, yo, you can actually go there. Yeah. I'm gonna be like, yo, man, like they don't know us out there.
Luckily, no one listens to this podcast, so we good.
So you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely like, especially hip hop. 2014 in SA was a big ass year. Like,
yeah,
I think. Have you noticed a shift in the way the youth responds to hip hop and how it grew last year?
I think I'm responsible for that. For real, like I think I started it. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people. I mean, you know, who've got their share, but I think I started it.
I think
in the hood, like. In terms of the hood, like the people who are listening to hip hop were kids who were privileged enough to have DSTV all their lives, you know, and somehow I took it to the hood, like to people, you know, who vibe to house and kwaito, or like, you know, who don't really vibe to hip hop like that. And ever since Gusheshe, if you go look, ever since Gusheshe, then things started turning and we started having joints, you know, people rapping about a lot of African content or South African content, and that's how it changed. Before that, if you go, I want you to go and look at Gusheshe before that and look at the videos and look at what people were selling in their videos and look at from that song, everything changed. Like how people dressed, the sound changed, and the content changed.
Yeah, I think he has a point. Especially like 2014, that's when a lot of hip hop acts started doing like referencing Kwaito.
Yeah.
And you basically started that late 2013 with
and they used to diss me for that. I remember I was on Season Scoop's show and they were like, yo, you got so many Kwaito references and whatever, and I was like, they're gonna follow soon.
I think let's talk about the album. So if about to go platinum.
Yeah.
I think besides Pitch Black and Squatter Camp, who else has gone platinum in South Africa?
It's never happened.
It's never.
It's just Pitch Black. Yeah. Pitch Black is the only solo act, and Squatter Camp were like really huge. Remember the clap song was like...
Yeah, Squatter Camp was huge.
Yeah, so Squatter Camp, it was inevitable. You know, Pitch Black is the only person who actually, you know, took us by surprise. We didn't expect that. Here's this guy with the afro came up with this song and this dope style. He sounded, but if you look at it now, Pitch Black was actually Busta Rhymes in Zulu. If you look at it, you know.
Yeah, that video, the videos, the eccentric style,
it was amazing.
But he's an intelligent dude. Like he's very well spoken.
Yeah, well spoken. He's also a musician. Like he's a classically trained pianist. He's no fluke.
And then now you're hitting platinum.
And now, we're about to hit platinum.
That's dope, man.
I think they say it's 4 years. Every 4 years we see, in music, we see a new leader or a king. But every 10 years we see a legend. But every 4 years, remember it was Wayne. Mm-hmm. And before Wayne, it was Kanye. 4 years became Wayne, then it became Drake, then it became Kendrick. So every 4 years, and I think in South Africa, I haven't really counted, but yeah, I think I'm that guy who, I don't know if we could do it again. I don't know. That's what would be interesting. If we could go platinum again, that would be really, really interesting because people get off things, man, you know.
All right, dope. So what went into the album, like, when you guys were recording that? How long did it take?
It took us 10 years to record that album.
So which song was recorded 10 years ago?
No song. It was, but what I'm trying to say is when we started recording the album, okay, we're recording the album to put it out. We thought it was going to be dropping like 6 months since we started recording it. It was 10 years ago. And every year felt like the year. But it just kept on getting better and better. I think the oldest song on the album is... What would be the oldest song? I haven't even looked at it. I need to check it out. I don't remember. I remember the oldest song, but The second album has songs from 10 years ago.
This is the platinum edition.
The one I'm working on right now, as the second album, has songs. That's how timeless the joints were, like, you know. And I couldn't put it on the first album because people wouldn't understand. It was just too musical. The first album I really made as a bait, you know, for people to like bite in. That's why it has so many like styles and sounds. It goes like from like Lerato, which is very like Afrobeat, like Nigerian, ghetto, which is like my Podisa, you know, type of, you know, house music, and Shebeleza, which is like a lot of trap. And I was just trying to like gather a crowd, you know what I mean? So for the second album, we like making like timeless music. Like there's a song called, actually now I'm messing it up, but anyway, the second album it's got songs from like 10 years ago, 8. It's probably, if you've been a fan of my music, you'll pick up like 4 songs that you know from back in the cut that are still crazy.
All right. Okay, like now on a much more lighter tip.
Yeah.
You always get attention for your, how can I put it, your female companions.
Yeah, my friends.
What's the situation with that now?
Now I'm more like wilding now. Yeah, I just came out of like some heavy stuff. You know, I was like depressed for a little bit, but I'm cool now. Women for me is something that I've always seemed like I understand, because like I always, you know, snatch what, you know, the hottest or the cream of the crop, but
yep.
I've never been able to make it last, ever. So I'm there in my life where it's really about money and music. I just was hoping you had any tips for, you know. Nah, man. Like, the only thing, the only thing I can really say is like, you could get any girl, man, if you believe it. It's confidence. It's just like it's like a job. You know, if you're like determined to be an accountant.
Yeah, we can't get those. That's the thing.
Yeah, you can't get it. That's why you ended up. Nah, for real, like, dog, I've like smashed like the craziest, and when it started, I felt like I'm taking chances. Like, what are you doing? But I used to tell my homies, one day, you know what I mean? And I just persistent, man, and one day you get it right. Like, that's the only thing I can say. Like, if you got confidence, you could get anybody right. Like, you could smash Kim Kardashian, man. If she just spoke to you when you spoke like, you know, you Kanye.
Yeah.
You know, you could, any girl, dog. It's not even about money or fame, or if you just speak like you the dude, you get it right. I've seen it happen so many times.
Yes. Please don't lie to Dan. Don't.
For real, man. Like tonight, if you're single, tonight, walk up to the hottest girl and speak to her like you that nigga, like you Kanye.
Hello.
You know what I mean?
Hey, girl.
How are you?
I don't have money to take you home, but girl, please.
Buy me a drink.
Please.
That will work. Trust me.
Yeah.
If you ask a girl to buy you a drink, she'd be like, "Who's this guy?
Yeah,
Why
you
should
catch
I
off
buy him?"
guard.
You're like, "Yeah, I'm high maintenance." She must tell I'm high maintenance. You can't be chilling with me, then you don't buy me anything. Like, buy the drink.
Notes being taken down right
For
now.
real, man. it works. It's funny. Women are funny. Like, the way they think is funny. They work in something called like, for me, we call like, it's like a value chain. That's what they want to be. They want to feel. They like, it's in their head. There's like value. Like, when you diss them, they love you because they want to prove that they're not worth you dissing them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I get you.
And then when you're like this sloppy guy who's just in love, then they don't feel you because they get that all the time. You know, so that's why most of the times women love like assholes.
Fair enough. Man.
All right, I think let's close up with the new music coming out. You said you're dropping a song every Friday. You just dropped Ghetto.
Next 2 months.
Ghetto last week.
Yeah, we dropped Ghetto. We dropped Special Somebody by Speedster. I might drop the joint with Casey Veggies next week. It's probably one of my craziest verses. Like, I stunt hard, you know. Yeah, and I might drop maybe a serious freestyle the week after that. Maybe I might drop like something like I Hope You Bought It, because people feel like it was a fluke, you know. And I just want people to understand that I make different kind of music. Today I'll make a joint that's really stupid and has no meaning, but I know how to rap. When it's time to rap, I'll rap. So that's why I've taken these 2 months to show people the different varieties of my character whenever I do whatever I want to do, whenever, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's every Friday, you said, right?
Every Friday morning I'll drop a record. It might be a video. I might drop a video. It's just I'm dropping content every Friday.
All right.
Yeah.
Dope, man. Thanks for sitting down with us. Listen, we'll hit you up on Twitter as 2 Broke Twimbos.
Thank you.
And I
wish you guys well, man.
Thanks,
I wish I had enough money to borrow you guys,
even
but
5 rand, you know.
I just invested in Chat the Dawn, man. All the money's gone.
Alright, my man, it's Cassper Nyovest, man. Thanks for coming through, fam.
Thanks for having me.
Out. We out.
We ain't got it. Bro, 5 bro. We ain't got it.